accidentally worked a fake job for a week and nobody noticed. Last year, during my job hunting frenzy, I applied to numerous positions online. Among the many applications was one for delivery driver role that I'm not even sure I remember submitting. Anyway, Trevor called me out of the blue, saying he'd seen my resume and wanted to get me started right away. He mentioned training would begin on Monday, and I had no idea what company he represented. But I said, sure, sounds good, because it wasn't the most unusual call I'd received that week. Come Monday, I showed up at this somewhat rundown warehouse on the outskirts of town, donned a uniform shirt that was too small, and introduced myself to the team. Nobody asked for ID or paperwork, they just handed me off to Jerry, who would be training me. Seemed like a decent guy and explained that if my MVR, which I'm pretty sure I never submitted, checked out, and my drug test, definitely not something I'd done, came back clear, I'd be driving solo in a few days. For 4 days, Jerry and I delivered goods to various places: hardware stores, garages, industrial supply shops. We even stopped at a bizarre bait shop in the middle of nowhere that had a possum and a baby stroller by the front door. Didn't think much of it, just figured it was part of their weird charm. Jerry's a talker. He shares stories about eating a burrito too fast and dislocating his jaw, bowling a perfect game back in 1989, and his strong opinions on what really happened to Jimmy Hoffa. I mostly just listened. It wasn't until Friday that things took a turn. In the break room, sipping the worst coffee I've ever tasted, a manager walked in and asked me, "Who are you?" I replied, "Alex, been out with Jerry all week." He looked puzzled and said, "Yeah, but don't work here." It turned out Trevor had called the wrong Alex, same first name, last initial, completely different person. Because I'd shown up and acted like I belonged, nobody questioned it. They even put me in their time clock system. I had 4 full days on the books. They were pretty cool about it, offering to let me finish out the day and giving me a gas card as an apology. Jerry texted later that week saying the new guy didn't talk much and he missed me. I eventually found a real job, but sometimes when I drive past that warehouse, I think about what could have been for the other Alex, wondering if he'd passed his drug test.